What's going on YouTube? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I'm Brian, and today we're going to be doing another episode of X-Men. Be checking out episode 3 today. Initially, my plan was to start The Sopranos tonight, but I had a long day at work, and after work I had to help my uncle out with something. Took a lot longer than expected. It's already super late, and yeah, I just don't think I can get through an episode of The Sopranos right now. They're longer episodes than this, but I did want to record something today, so yeah, I'm back into X-Men today. Not that it's a bad thing. I'm enjoying this show. Just went against my initial plans. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this one. If you like today's video, please make sure to let me know by giving it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel so you'll know when I do finally drop that Sopranos reaction. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into episode 3 of X-Men 97. Fire Made Flesh.
Vague and uncertain memories, as if her awareness was born only yesterday.
So this is the clone. It's definitely not Mystique. I forgot what the clone's name is.
But who she is or
So
where
then
she
if
came
they're
from
following
remains a
canon,
mystery.
what I read
this isn't gonna get
was
confusing or anything. Let's call this mystery gal in the bed Jean Doe.
Cable is the son of Scott and the clone.
Jean Doe is older, the proper age. Yours, while identical, is not. Ergo,
Oh, so
our
she
Jean is a clone.
she is the clone. So then that is Cable. I don't know. Maybe they took the memories out of actual Jean Grey and put them in the clone. I don't know if I would trust her with the kid.
It's
I know
okay.
she really believes she's Jean.
Please.
And wouldn't hurt him, but still.
We should have left when we had the chance. We could still leave.
Jean Grey.
Tom Van's looking slick, Beast. Must be ready soon. Future's calling me.
Once I resolve matters with our superfluous genes, I'll be able to make the final modifications to send you back to your time. I know who cloned Jean. A man so dark and twisted he can be described as nothing other than sinister.
I
Mr.
don't
Sinister?
understand. Who are you?
Okay.
Always referred to me as Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
You can call me Father.
I know it would be tough for them to do all of this in a live action, but I wish they would adopt some more comic accurate storylines. There's so many cool characters that they've yet to tap into.
Come to me. Only I can usher you and your son to your royal destiny.
You'll come nowhere near my son.
Time to wake up, my queen. Struggle, of course, is quite useless.
Yeah, definitely get this chick away from the baby.
Tell me your dark desire.
They shall know my inferno!
Well, let's look at the schedule and see who's up next. Looks like Magneto and Rogue have the Danger Room next. Oh, and all tomorrow too. Wow.
Go easy on him, pal. Think you just sent his hush puppies up into his stomach. Hit the shower. I'm gonna go see about a redhead.
Alright, I'm back. Had to take Callie out for a poop. So yeah, it looks like either it's Mr. Sinister or clone Jean Grey is backtracked a little bit. It's like showing them all of, like, their fears.
Always with the jokes, eh, Morph? As if I don't know. As if we all don't know.
I found myself a real man. A hero.
It's turning into a horror movie. Like the girl from The Ring.
Not you. Not again.
Jean, Nathan,
Failed to lead the team. Flunk and failed. Nothing.
You abandoned me, Bishop.
I know older people are watching this show because it came out back in the 90s. But kids are watching this too. This is creepy shit.
I think one of us has the wrong floor.
Jesus, chill.
We're in hell.
No, this is the clone. Roberto, look out!
So he's doing this through her.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son!
Beware the Jabberwock was the name of an episode of something I just watched. I forget. Maybe I need to look up what a Jabberwock is. I hope they're not just demolishing the mansion. Is this actual Jean Grey? I think so.
I am the Goblin Queen!
That's what she said.
That's not the name I saw when I looked her up.
Cyclops, status report. Sinister created the clone. He made her so he could get his hands on our son.
Too many!
She must not remember how to entirely control her powers. The sheer magnitude of her psychic abilities are overwhelming her.
Sinister has plagued us far too long, and it is time the madman pay for his malevolent appropriations.
I can show you where he is.
Looks like he's assumed the role of new team leader officially now.
Scott Summers and Jean Grey. But first, you must be made invulnerable. A new breed of perfect creations will be born this night.
Fan out.
Remember, Jean is Sinister's victim too. She's under his control.
I don't want to fight you either.
Who's this?
I want you to fight for me.
Said it before, my X-Men lore. Oh, it was Morph.
Yes.
But my X-Men lore isn't, 100%. Well, I guess I got my wish. We're seeing a Jean Grey in the field.
But my telekinetic charm extends beyond mere metal.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
You'll bleed too, darling.
She's so OP.
My dear, you are not going anywhere. Your body is in no condition.
Beast, please. My body
Callie.
won't be an issue.
And she's just gonna project herself there.
You! Of course. Power? Is that all you can remember?
Do you know who I am, Jean?
Mom and Dad called you to help fix me.
But what happened? When did we find our power?
Annie! Watch out!
My best friend. She died.
This whole episode has been one massive acid trip. What the hell is this? Is this baby Jean now? Or baby Nathan?
Oh, Scott.
Her love for
Let's
her
go
son
save Nathan.
broke Sinister's hold.
Future we have in store for them. What? Impossible.
You stay away from our son! Your powers are nothing against
I mean,
mine.
It's over.
They don't know what he's trying to do with the kid, but Maybe let him finish making their kid immortal?
Oh God, Nathan.
You monster! What have you done?
Sinister's variant is too advanced. It could take months, even years to develop a cure. And the virus is already spreading rapidly. There's no time.
So what you're saying is not here. Not in our time.
This band only got enough juice for Nathan and I.
Meaning, we can't go with you.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Don't any of you know how it feels to be abandoned? I won't have him feel that.
Not abandoning him.
Feel abandoned.
If you don't send him, he dies, and you let your child die. If you do send him, he comes back as Cable, and you can explain.
We love you so much, Nathan. But owe you nothing less than the best possible future.
But also, why can't he just take him into the future, find a cure, and take him back as a kid? What says he has to grow up in the future?
This is your home, too. How much
I don't
do you
know
remember?
which one is which.
It's strange, but most everything. Call me Madeline Pryor.
That's
Farewell,
the name.
Madeline.
Okay.
Farewell, Jean.
All right.
Oh, it's another hot one, Dallas, with no relief in sight. Stay hydrated. Looks like this here crowd's sticking around.
Speak plainly. Who are you?
Name's Forge, Storm. An old friend of Charles Xavier. I'd like to help you get back what you've lost.
Nice. All right. Just got finished up with episode 3, and what an acid trip of an episode. There were a bunch of times when it was tough to follow. When the last episode left off, we saw the second Jean, and I'm like, alright, that's got to either be Mystique or the clone. And I only knew about the clone because I was curious about Cable. Like, I was pretty sure that he's the kid of Scott and Jean, so I had Googled it, and it turned out he was the clone of Scott and the clone of Jean, Madeline Pryor. I was drawing a blank on the name the whole episode. I knew it wasn't the Goblin Queen. Yeah, so I'm happy she said the name at the end there, because, yeah, that was bugging me. Yeah, and then it wasn't really until Bishop took Nathan into the future that I was like, alright, yeah, that's definitely Cable, because I know, aside from him being their son, he is from the future. Wasn't sure on his birth name. I guess it's Nathan Summers. But yeah, that was cool seeing that unfold. But I don't understand why. Like, I know Bishop said he only had enough charge for him and the kid to take him into the future. But what about when he got there? Can't he come back and bring the kid back cured? Why does he need to grow up in the future? Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Mr. Sinister, I do vaguely remember him growing up as a villain. Not to this extent, though. Like, that was some creepy horror stuff for what's supposed to be a kid's show. And yeah, wild. Showing, I'm assuming it was him using Jean as kind of like a, I can't think of the word, but using her to, like, extend his power and create all the illusions. Then you had original Jean come in and just bring everything back to reality. She's so OP. And you got, what was it, Morph, Magneto, Cyclops, I think Gambit and Wolverine were there too. all of them on the clone Jean couldn't take her, but OG Jean, she telepathically like projected herself into the fight and was able to bring her back to reality out of Mr. Sinister's spell. And yeah, off they went to save the baby. Don't know what he was doing. Maybe it's one of those things where better left alone. If they hadn't messed with the process, maybe he would have came out invincible and fine. I don't know. You can't really trust a villain, and I get why they did what they did, but it was all connected very well at the end there, so that was cool. But yeah, definitely an interesting episode. I don't recall seeing stuff this dark growing up. I grew up in the golden age of cartoons for kids. Nowadays, they just suck. Pretty much anything that's decent nowadays is geared 100% to adults. But it's the way it goes, I guess. Overall, I really did enjoy this episode. Again, I wish I could have started The Sopranos. I just didn't have it in me tonight. I'm ready for bed. But I'm glad I got something in, and this was definitely a cool one to watch. So, thank you guys for watching along with me today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and you'll know when I drop more episodes for this and other things. So, yeah. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you all on the next one.